and welcome back. In today's video I'll be looking at Nathaniel Garro, leader of the Knight Errants, created by Malcador in Horus Heresy. This is a really one of the Horus Heresy character series models that I've had in the built state for a little while, but finally got around to sort of putting some paint on and just playing around with the model. As you can see, I've sort of put him together and painted him off, done all things simple. So he's a really detailed model, but the paintwork is quite simple, with simple colours, are sort of this sort of silvery grey for the armour, and sort of any cloaks or anything like that done in a black, and then some gold highlights on some gold bits and pieces. Really good model. If you haven't seen the character series from Horus Heresy before, they do have sort of features. So they do have these sort of large display bases that they sit on, plus you can also wiggle them around a bit and get around to one bit. No, it's not coming up too well. There. You've also got a like plain base with a slightly different sort of plain size base there for your games and so on. But I basically just like him as he is, as a display piece, really. So yeah, had some fun with the with this model. It's a nice detailed thing. It's my favourite form of armour, which is the Mark 7 Corvus armour, but obviously it's taken to the extreme with the Artificer sort of details and bits and pieces on there. Some nods to sort of Grey Knights in the future and so on, in terms of the writing on the plates on the armour and so on. Simplistic sort of Inquisitor symbol on the shoulder, yeah, sort of nod to the Inquisition and so on. So yeah, it's a pretty good model all around, and he's standing on the word bearer on the base there as well, which is really interesting. Just put it back in. It's on there on the base like that. Yeah, so I sort of intend to sort of keep him on his display base, really, rather than anything else on those. But when I got Garro, I intended to get some more Knight Errants, so to go with him, which is fine. There are a couple of Knight Errants you can buy, which I haven't actually got on, because obviously the Horus Heresy character series is quite an expensive thing anyway, so I just went with Garro, but it gave me an option to sort of create some Knight Errants to go with him. So what I have also been able to do is create a few more Knight Errants from different models kicking around, and I'll just run through those now. So I've actually got 5 Knight Errants to go with Garro as well, which I've managed to paint sort of base up at the same time as well. So it's a complete sort of squad going through. So the first one I went through, so I created this guy here. As you can see, he's in Mark 7 armour, just like Garro, but he's got lots of artificial stuff going on in his armour as well, so it's nice detailed model. But I've used the same sort of colour guide to Garro to paint him up as well, so he's basically you can easily fit in with Garro on the armour, and that's the whole idea of doing these additional Knight Errants, so they don't look too out of place. So he's the most sort of Mark 7 armour on there, because they're all supposed to be Mark 7 on the armors and so on. So if you don't recognize this model, this is from the Masters of the Chapter box set that you can get from Games Workshop Direct. They're all sort of resin models and so on. Contains 4 different chapter captains. This was based off the captain of a scout company, and basically what it is changed his head to a Corvus head on there as well, so that's better. So yeah, it's one of my favourite models. Based him on a slate base, and painted him up in the same colour as the Garro base as well, so it matches on there. Then the second one was another captain from the Masters of the Chapter box set. He's also in Mark 7 armour as well. You can tell from the feet and so on that he is in Mark 7, but because he's covered in adornings and special signs and what should you call them? Words just lost me there. These things on his cloak and so on, but basically, yeah, he fits well as well. One of the law associated with the knight errants is they get recruited from all sorts of different places and different chapters and stuff through the Horus Heresy, but generally they're able to hold on to one of their relics or icons that they were used to when they were in their old chapters and stuff. So basically this guy here is held onto his thunder hammer on there, so it makes him stand out from the others. So basically he's got thunder hammer, the first chap. Basically he's got this decent bolter and power sword and so on. So that's his information. The other two aren't Mark 7, but I thought they were good enough to go with. This is from Horus Heresy model that I've had kicking around for a long time. He's sort of like a scout, decent scout bloke, and yeah, basically that's what he's retained from his previous chapters and stuff. He might have been from the Raven Guard or something, but he's got a decent cloak and things on his armor and so on, so it's a really cool model. He doesn't look too far, it's Mark 4 armor, but he doesn't look too far away from Mark 7, so I thought he would be able to be quite cool. So he's a Mark 4, and then the this chap here, the dual wielding what should we call it? I can't remember those now as well. The guns, which with the new edition of 40k Volkites, that's it, Volkites. The new version of 40k, the Lieutenant has got a Volkite weapon, so they're pretty hot right now. So this guy here is a Artificer Mark 4 armor, but he's got a jump pack and bits and pieces and stuff like that on him, so he's pretty cool. He fits nicely with the group. And then the last model I made for the Knight Errants were basically is this chap here, which is a Librarian, which he is in Mark 7 armor as well, so he fits nicely into this group as well. But yeah, I had fun with this model. It's a nice, decent decent model as well. You might not be familiar with this model, but it's one of the models that comes with the Death Watch Overwatch box set that came out sort of 5 years ago or so, and basically I did some minor conversion works on the shoulder pads and stuff like that. Supposed to be a member of Death Watch, but obviously I bought him back into the Horus Heresy, and made him a Knight Errant instead. But I think he works really well as a librarian in Mark 7 armor. So yeah, he's really cool. So yeah, basically this is a look at, or showcase look at the Knight Errants, or custom Knight Errants that I've created to go with my Garro model. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment on those. I appreciate people that have liked and commented on my videos recently. It's been a while since I've done bits and pieces, so it's nice to get some feedback from the community and so on, so that's great. I've hopefully sorted out my microphone issues, so hopefully the sound of my voice isn't so quiet compared to the intro and the outro music that comes on, so I won't blow people's heads off with the music and so on. But yeah, basically that's where we are at the moment. That's a Knight Errant video for Horus Heresy based off Nathaniel Garro and so on. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.